Sung back in 1974, and then a little over 20 years later, he was appointed the secretary of the BJP in Tamil Nadu. Besides, he was elected to the Lok Sabha for the first time from Coimbatore. Remember, I just told you he is fondly known as the Vajpayee of Coimbatore because of his affable nature, his ability to reach out to leaders across party lines. He became a member of parliament from Coimbatore back in 1998 with a massive margin even that time, and then he was re-elected to the Lok Sabha in 1999. So then of course he's also served as governor of Jharkhand. He was currently the governor of Maharashtra when he was declared as the NDA nominee, and now he is the vice president elect. The 17th Vice President election, as the returning officer informed, that it was conducted in a free and fair manner, and a significant winning margin there for the NDA nominee. मनोज
जी बिल्कुल, अगर बात सीपी राधाकृष्णन की जाए तो उनका एक लंबा राजनीतिक कैरियर रहा है। जिस तरह से तमिलनाडु की राजनीति में एक साधारण भाजपा के कार्यकर्ता की हैसियत से उन्होंने अपने राजनीतिक सफर की शुरुआत की थी और कई पड़ाव को तय करते हुए आज उपराष्ट्रपति चुनाव में उन्हें विजय हासिल हुई है। जाहिर तौर पर एनडीए की जो रणनीति थी, भाजपा की जो रणनीति थी, चाहे वो दक्षिण भारत को ध्यान में रखकर रणनीति बनाई गई हो या एनडीए का गठबंधन को ध्यान में रख के रणनीति बनाई, वो कहीं ना कहीं मतों के अंतर को हम जब देख रहे हैं कि एक तरफ विपक्ष के जो उम्मीदवार हैं सुदर्शन रेड्डी, उनको 300 मत मिले हैं, जबकि जो एनडीए के उम्मीदवार सीपी राधाकृष्णन हैं उनको 452 मत मिले हैं इस चुनाव में। जाहिर तौर पर कहीं ना कहीं ये बताता है, ये दिखाता है कि किस तरह से दलों ने अपने अपनी पार्टी लाइन के अनुसार वोटिंग की है। टीना, इसमें
clearly, and you can see the winning candidate, the vice president elect, now being congratulated by members of the BJP. So the NDA going into this context clearly had the numbers in their favor. The election results clearly are on expected lines, but whether it's more than what the NDA expected is something that we will be discussing in due course of time with the guests who are joining us on the program virtually. But as we were informing you about the brief profile of Mr. C.P. Radhakrishnan, he dons many hats. Over 40 years, I told you, he served in many roles during his tenure as a member of parliament. He also served as chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee for Textiles. He was also a member of the Parliamentary Committee for Public Sector Undertakings and the Consultative Committee for Finance. Besides, he was a member of the Parliamentary Special Committee, which was investigating the stock exchange scam. In 2004, and this is something quite illustrious, Mr. Radhakrishnan happened to address the UN General Assembly as part of the parliamentary delegation, and he was also a member of the first parliamentary delegation that went to Taiwan. So an illustrious career there, spanning 4 decades in the political spectrum, and then he was appointed as the governor of Jharkhand back in February 2023. What's commendable is that within the first 4 months, I happened to come across this research, Manoj, goes on to show how proactive he was even as the governor. So when he was appointed in the first 4 months, he traveled to all 24 districts of Jharkhand, interacting with the citizens, the officials, gaining information about what their problems were, trying to find solutions. Then in 2016, he was appointed as the chairman of the COIR board in Kochi. In October 2024 is when he was appointed as the governor of Maharashtra, and now he is the vice president elect. These are visuals from yesterday when the NDA Parliamentary Committee had met and when the Prime Minister had once again endorsed the candidature of Mr. C.P. Radhakrishnan, saying how his nomination has created a sort of or spurred enthusiasm among the NDA, and that they were very, very confident of his victory. So clearly the results in his favor, 452 votes is what he has secured. Mr. Singh, the result largely on expected lines, because we knew the NDA had the numbers going in the contest. But is this what the NDA also expected, or do you think the numbers are far beyond what even the NDA had expected? 452 as against 300, which the opposition candidate secured. Mr. Sanjay Singh?
Smile.
Yes.
The NDA has reasons to smile, to cheer, and to celebrate. Mr. Radhakrishnan, of course, is now Vice President-elect. But more than that, the NDA got the numbers larger than their strength officially is in both houses of parliament. The NDA got 452 votes. And if you have seen a tweet by Mr. Jairam Ramesh shortly after the voting was over, and there he says that all 315 members of opposition they voted, and that is 100% mark, and we stood united, so on and so forth. That was a notch below than what the victory that we're claiming, but still 315, the number he said we had 315, which means that all 315 should have voted for Mr. Sudarshan Reddy. That did not happen. The opposition got only 300 votes, which means 15 votes, 15 MPs from their rank did not vote for Mr. Sudarshan Reddy. Instead, they voted for Mr. CP Radhakrishnan. That is something that was, as I had said in the beginning, my curiosity will be as to how many votes, perhaps more than the actual strength of NDA, will be polled to Mr. CP Radhakrishnan. That exactly what has happened. The floor management of the BJP, the NDA, is par excellence, as we have seen in case of several contentious bills and in past elections in vice president and president, and this has repeated yet again. I think questions will be asked more than after celebrations and or along with the celebrations that Mr. Jairam Ramesh, did he got into bit of hurry to say the numbers 315 and not getting 315, instead getting 300. So that will be something which will be talked about.
जी संजय जी, मैं इस पे और जानना आपसे चाहूंगा, क्योंकि खेल पूरा जो जिस तरह से मतगणना के बाद जो परिणाम सामने आए हैं उसमें कहीं ना कहीं ये दिखाता है कि एनडीए को उसकी उम्मीद से अधिक वोट मिले हैं, जबकि जो विपक्षी गठबंधन है, जो कांग्रेस का गठबंधन है, उसके उम्मीदवार सुदर्शन रेड्डी जी को उम्मीद से कम वोट मिले हैं। तो जो एनडीए के वोट बढ़े हैं, क्योंकि जो मेरे आंकड़ों के अनुसार लगभग 425 के आसपास का एक आंकड़ा था, लेकिन 452 वोट मिले हैं सीपी राधाकृष्णन जी को। यह कहीं ना कहीं दिखाता है कि राधाकृष्णन जी को एनडीए और जो दूसरे क्षेत्रीय दल हैं, जो दूसरे दल हैं, उनसे भी वोट उनको मिला है। एक ये संकेत देता है। दूसरी तरफ विपक्ष के खेमे में कहीं ना कहीं जरूर सवाल उठेगा, जैसा आपने कहा, जयराम रमेश जी ने यह दावा किया था कि 315 वोट हमें मिलेंगे या पड़े हैं। आप कैसे देखते हैं इसको?
देखिए, ये बड़ा ही एक इंटरेस्टिंग सा सिचुएशन है। मैं ये कहूंगा कि एनडीए की जो संख्या थी, जो उनका स्ट्रेंथ था, उससे ज्यादा उनको वोट मिले हैं, और ये पिछले कई चुनावों में हमने देखा वो उनका इस तरह का मैनेजमेंट है। दूसरी तरफ आपने देखा होगा कि ये चुनाव के पहले जिस समय बीआरएस और बीजेडी इन लोगों ने कहा कि हम चुनाव में पार्टिसिपेट एब्सटेन करेंगे, उस समय में जिस तरह की कांग्रेस की तरफ से प्रतिक्रिया आई थी, वो प्रतिक्रिया, क्योंकि वो भी विपक्ष के सदस्य हैं, और जिस तरह की प्रतिक्रिया आई थी, मुझे लगता है कि और जितनी सघन और जितनी तीखी थी वो शायद अवांछनीय थी, क्योंकि ये एक दिन का सौदा नहीं है। इसके बाद हाउस भी चलेगा, और आप कुछ पार्टियों के साथ, जो विपक्ष में पार्टियां हैं, जो अपोजिशन बेंचेस पे बैठती हैं, उनके साथ आप अपने रिश्ते को इस कदर खराब करते हैं। बीजेडी एक ऐसी पार्टी है जो विपक्ष में बैठती है, लेकिन मुद्दों के आधार पे वो किसी इशू पे सरकार को समर्थन करती है या नहीं करती है, या संसद में बीच में वेल में आकर के कभी शोर शराबा या पार्लियामेंट्री प्रोसीडिंग्स को डिस्टर्ब नहीं करती। एक चीज ये है। दूसरी चीज है कि जब आप जिस समय में कहते हैं कि हमारा आइडिया ऑफ इंडिया की लड़ाई थी, और जब आप ये जल्दीबाजी कर जाते हैं कि हमारे 315 100% हमारे लोग वहां प्रेजेंट रहे, तो आप अपने लोग को जब समझा नहीं पाते, तो फिर दूसरे की बात आप क्या करेंगे कि अब इस समय में क्या दलील उनकी तरफ से आएगी, वो देखना बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग होगा। लेकिन ये हमेशा से एक्सपेक्टेड था कि जो एनडीए की संख्या है उससे ज्यादा बढ़ करके वोट होगा उनके पक्ष में, सीपी राधाकृष्णन साहब के पक्ष में और सुदर्शन रेड्डी के साहब के पक्ष में। जितना कहा जा रहा है, जो संख्या दिख रही है मतलब कागज पे, और जितना दावा किया जा रहा है, उससे कम सीटें, कम वोट्स उनको मिलेंगी। ये कुछ दिन तक ये चर्चा होगी, और ये चर्चा इसलिए भी होगी जब किसी चीज को आप काफी एक ऊंचाई पे लेकर के जाते हैं और उसको विचारधारा से जोड़ते हैं और तमाम चीजों से जोड़ते हैं। देखिए मनोज जी, विचारधारा के बारे में सुदर्शन रेड्डी साहब को जब खड़ा किया गया
जी।
और उनको जो प्रोनाउंसमेंट थे उसको लेकर के काफी एक डिबेट हो चुकी है ऑलरेडी कि आपकी विचारधारा और किस तरह की विचारधारा के लोग को आप आगे बढ़ाना चाहते हैं। और अब जो ये है कि आप जो संख्या प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे थे और शाम में दिन में, मतलब जो क्लेम किया गया तमाम नेताओं के द्वारा, मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे के द्वारा या बाकी उम्मीदवार तो स्वयं कहता ही है, या बाकी लोगों के द्वारा, और शाम में जो प्रतिक्रिया उनकी तरफ से वो संख्या का एक नंबर दिया गया, तो उसके बाद ये चर्चा होगी और उनको इस पे कुछ जवाब देना थोड़ी मुश्किलात होगी।
So clearly, the opposition leader, Jairam Ramesh, did indicate that 315 votes were cast in favor of the opposition candidate. 15 votes have also been declared invalid. So whose votes have been declared invalid is something, the details will trickle in after some time. But for now, the results have been, of course, giving a lot of reason to the NDA to rejoice and celebrate. Even though they had the numbers, the kind of winning margin that is now coming in, 452 compared to the 300 votes that the opposition candidate secured, is something that, of course, the NDA also would not have expected. Cross-voting definitely has happened. So this will be, of course, a case of introspection as well for the opposition camp, something that Mr. Singh spoke about. But Professor Roy, what a remarkable conclusion to the 17th vice presidential election. India has just got its 15th vice president. Even though it was the 17th vice presidential election, Mr. C.P. Radhakrishnan will be the 15th vice president of India, the world's largest democracy, the second highest constitutional post to be precise. But what's interesting is, out of these vice presidents that India has had, 7 of them happen to be from the southern part of the country. How symbolic is this, and what kind of messaging does that give, not just for the NDA, but for the larger representation, especially when it comes to the constitutional posts? Professor Roy.
Rightly said, and as we had discussed already, that the message is for the Tamil Nadu and 4 states of South India, that we care for you, number one. But this is equally a message that we have not discussed to the opposition, that if you try to run the election, including the vice presidential election, through these NGOs, the non-governmental organizations, and in the model of Arvind Kejriwal in the initial stage 2013-14, or if the Congress is trying to run the strategy or trying to run the party through NGOs and the feedbacks or extremist kind of, they must mandate
Election does.